I am love. I am all powerful. I am awareness. I am wisdom. I am all wise, all knowing, everywhere present and perfect. Thank you, Aham, infinite awareness, for making me perfect, always in perfect health and protecting me completely. Peace and greetings. What you just heard me recite is a mantra that I use in my part of my meditation. And what it speaks to is the post. It prompted me to want to do the post today entitled Where to Love. And what prompted me in doing it today is the events that have been going on. And specifically, because this will be dated by the time people watch it and continue to watch it as time goes on. Um, this post is post the day after the breaching of the Capitol building in this country. And then events leading up to it, which is caused, as being reported, greater divisiveness between not only political parties, but in ideologies, which are political parties, but also helping to exacerbate divisions racially, maybe even gender, and so on and so forth. So in order to, and everyone's scrambling, like, how do we get this back? How do we bring people back together? How can we focus on doing what's best for all of us? And healing is the operative word that I know I've been hearing. So I know that which brings all together is love. Now, when I say love, I'm not speaking of how we've been educated or miseducated on what love is, the emotional aspect, the feeling that you get when you are with your partner or your friends, that friendship love, or that energy. What I'm speaking of love, as I understand it through my studies, I'm talking about that essence. So we would say God is love. Many of you have heard that before. So it's not an emotion, and I've done a post on it previously, but it's not an emotion. It's that glue. It's the binding that holds things together. So an analogy that I've used in the past would be with students. So I would say, okay, if I was to take a glass vase or a glass container and I was to drop it and it broke into pieces, what would be more difficult to do? Would it have been the dropping of the glass container or object to break it into pieces, or would it be more difficult to put the pieces back together into the vase again? So overwhelmingly, the students or the participants would say, well, it's the putting back together. Well, that would be love, because it would take love to put it back together. The binding, that's the analogy, versus the breaking apart, which would be synonymous with hate, which is easy, it's to break. So I bring that up, and again, go sinking back to the post, where to love. Well, that love is with inside you. It's that energy that's with inside you. And what I had said in the previous post, which was yesterday, in terms of the power and it's within you, the actions that are that are on display now is in essence seeking of love. It's like you're taking power, ergo love, away from me, and that which I associate or subscribe to love, calling love. So I'm fighting to get it back. I'm fighting for my country. I'm fighting to make America great, um, because you're taking it from me. Someone is taking it from me because they're, again, looking on the external, the perceived external, to obtain something to help to complete them. And in essence, it's love. It's in essence what our essence, what our makeup is, which is to be in harmony with what we've been taught to be God, Allah, Jehovah, or as I said in the previous post, the universe or the creator. So, and then I went into the breathing exercise to show you an avenue on how to tap into that power, but in essence, you're tapping into love, the love of self. So where it comes with the mantra that I recited at the beginning, Words have their own properties. They're vibratory. So, as you've read in the Bible, those of you who have been raised Christian like myself, it says first is the word becomes flesh. Well, that's the vibration. You say the word becomes manifested in the physical. How does that work? You say, okay, well, Greg, that's the Bible. It's written in allegory, or it's just something to get you to trust in God, but it actually is it's a principle. It's science. Well, what do you mean? Well, everything comes from the source, however you subscribe to it to be. Then it comes to your spirit. Then it germinates in your mental, and then it's manifested in the flesh. So everything that you have that's around you, that you put your dominant thought on, came through that process and it manifested in the flesh. So for those who say, hey, I want a car, and they throughout the years, that's what they did. You focused on that, and then you got a car. Now some of you will say, well, it's not the car that I wanted. Then I would say, well, you need to learn how to fine tune calling into existence that which you desire. So we can do different examples. Want to be in a relationship, and then that happened, but then it's maybe not the relationship that you want. But again, you didn't specifically focus on that relationship, and or the not and or the other aspect of it is, as you make your desires, then you prepare yourself to receive that desire which you put out. But yet, and along with that, you need to be that desire. So be that which you are desiring. So if you want a specific mate, you need to be that mate that will be of equal yoke to the mate that you have desired, if that makes sense. So if you want a mate, a partner who's independent, they have good work ethic, etc., then you need to be that person also. Because if you haven't done the work to be that person, once you are around or attract that person, they won't stay with you because you're not of equal yoke. So just wanted to give that example. So where it comes to the mantras, the mantra that I just cited for you at the beginning, like I said, words have vibratory properties. And when I say that, we're talking about atoms. We're talking about how things are created from the spiritual to the mental, through the mental to the physical. So when I say meditation, just to give it a good analogy, it's a higher form of praying. So where most of us are familiar with how to pray. When I taught you the breathing, that then relaxes you, and at that moment you are most open to then do your prayer or your mantras. So the mantra that I said was, I am love. I am all powerful, which now I'm speaking to the God force, the essence that's within me, that will then vibrate within me because of the words that I'm using. Like I said, all the words are vibratory properties. Words have vibratory properties. So I'm saying, I am love. I am all powerful. Notice how I said, I am love. I am the great I am. I am love, God. I am God, all powerful. I am awareness. Another way to say God, because God is all, as we've been taught, all things aware, or the essence, all things aware within all of us, all things that are created. Because there's only one thing that is real. Everything else is a manifestation of the real. So God is real. I'm just using God now because most of us are familiar with that word or that title. And everything else is a manifestation of the Creator or God. So in essence, it is God. This metaphysics. So I'm going to pull back. So I'm saying, I am awareness. I am all wise, all knowing, everywhere present, and perfect. So I'm still using different ways to speak on the God essence that is within me, which is love, to manifest that within me, to vibrate that within me, so then I am that which I am calling or connecting with, which is me, which is the essence, which is God. Then I give thanks for connecting and acknowledging through this harmony. Thank you, Aham, infinite awareness, for making me perfect, always in perfect health, and protecting me completely. Now, some may say, well, haven't you ever gotten sick before, gotten a cold? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. So the thing is, you call upon or you speak to the essence within you and you claim that which you desire, even if you don't have it at that moment. So you can be physically ill, but you claim it so that you know you are focusing on healthiness. So you call that, you bring it to you. And as we continue to grow within our harmony with the essence, then these things will be manifested consistently as you do your practice. So I will leave you as I greeted you. I am love. I am all powerful. I am awareness. I am wisdom. I am all wise, all knowing, everywhere present and perfect. Thank you, Aham, infinite awareness, for making me perfect, always in perfect health and protecting me completely. Now, if this is not a mantra that you would like to use for yourself, and you want to stick mostly to scripture or to the Quran or any other spiritual book or passages that you're more familiar with, use those. Because what I'm presenting in this example is to show you how we can navigate in what seemingly is chaos that is going on right now, so that you are grounded within the essence of the Creator, so that then you're not so overwhelmed to where it's difficult for you to function, to deal with people, deal with your job, deal with things that you know you need to do. Help you to release the toxins that you will come across during your daily activity by, as I've said in the previous post, watching TV, dealing with people, and becoming diseased. So I know you're like, what's dis-ease? So it's disease, but you're at dis-ease. So you're not at ease any longer. So my elders have taught me dis-ease. So that's the reason you hear me say it that way. So again, things do get better, but you have to help to make it better. You have to do your part. And to do such, it's easier and more long lasting when you are in harmony with the essence that is within you, the essence of the Creator, that which creates, that's within you. So it's like a test, but it's all good. So peace, Wakanda forever, laugh a lot, get some vitamin D, have some fun, be careful, be wise, stay healthy, be safe.